Hi guys, we'll see who comes in here tonight while I do a quick recording. So what I've been doing, you guys, is just kind of recording and then hopping out of here. It doesn't matter who's in here, okay? But I'm sure a few of you will pop in. I'm changing the time this time to another time. See if I can get some of you to hop on. Hi Meg, how are you? How's it going, ladies? Just feel free to chat, okay? So ladies, I have a couple more openings for my new moon readings on my website. You guys, if you'd like to hop on and book, I'm going to finish those up tonight and then I'm going to close out that offer, okay? The new moon energy is still very prominent right now, so if you want to hop on and order that, feel free to do that. How's it going? Hi there. If you'd like to share this live in any groups, anything like that, and get more people in here, feel free to do that. I'm going to get my live here. I got another phone out here. I'm going to get my live here up on Instagram quick, you guys, and I'm going to get to the reading. Did you guys feel the effects of the ritual? Those of you that signed up, some people said they did. I got a few reports they felt it immediately. Yeah, you guys, we're getting a lot of backlash right now on people exposing true colors, friendships coming out of the woodwork. But to be fair, I did manifest people to expose themselves because I felt something energetically messing with me the last few days. So yeah, it's very unfortunate when you discover people's true colors, but that is okay. It's the way it is. I still have love for people and understanding, and some people can't handle belief systems that don't align with theirs unless it aligns with theirs. So that's the way it is. So if you're experiencing true colors coming out, yes, that is going on. Such is life, right? Such is life. All right, so I'm just going to get to the reading right now. Yeah, I mean, when you have, you know, friendships or acquaintances that are really being the enemy on you without just being openly honest about, hey, our belief systems are different, you know, like yours is different than mine, I don't agree with you, and it's cool. Like, you know, a hidden agenda. When it comes to a friendship, when they have a hidden agenda and don't agree with you, and then like have these bad thoughts at you and get weird with you and stuff like that, that to me is not a friend. So, you know, sometimes it's best just to let people drop out like that. You know, so yeah, it's really weird energy today, you guys. What's happening, I feel, on a collective scale is that, you know, the illusions are falling, okay? To sum it up, the illusions are falling. And programmings and things like that that people thought were, you know, where they found their definition and their identity and are falling apart, essentially. So it's really kind of traumatizing for people. And I feel a really huge projection going on. First, they're trying to hold on to the programming. And a lot of people are experiencing a sense of loss and not feeling well or something like that. They're experiencing the battle within. as these, you know, false light structures fall apart, whether that's, you know, religion or, you know, spirituality groups or whatever it may be, that's just kind of not holding up anymore. It's kind of falling apart. And so many things people held on to for a sense of belonging and identity. And when these things start peeling apart and it starts kind of revealing truth to everybody, I mean, they don't take it well. And the first thing to do is to either try to find somebody to blame, put the blame on somebody. Somebody's targeting me, somebody's doing this, somebody's doing that, instead of actually reflecting, like, maybe the belief system I'm holding on to has illusion behind it. Does that make sense? So, you know, these things are falling apart, you guys. And, you know, the energies that were feeding these things and holding this up, I feel like are dying out. Okay, so on a collective scale, I feel like that's going on. You know, and it is really difficult because a false identity was created for us, you know, or we found a false identity wherever that may have been, or we grabbed onto illusion for some form of identity. And when that starts falling apart, it's kind of traumatizing. So right now, you know, viewers, you're going to be very tempted to hold on to obsessions, okay? You're going to be like getting very tempted to get into obsessions and finding answers, okay? That's going to be coming up really hard. And I also feel like that the real light, people that are the real light are rising up out of the ashes and exposing who they are, which is going to continue for 2023. You know, the real light's going to have a revelation and they're going to have their chance to expose, you know. So it's like there's people are like making one last dig to try to rip them apart or make them feel bad, okay? Because some people are the real light. And I'm not here to say who's the real light, who's not the real light, you know, that sort of thing. But I feel like some people feel that threat on people, and people that are embodying the real light are under attack right now. It's like, let's give it one last shot, you know, to mess with them and bust them down, because 2023 is going to be the rising. It's going to be the rising, you know. So it's like people that are just hanging on the energies and doing these things. And I did a Patreon video more in depth on what I was feeling the last 2 days with some really weird attacks on me, if you'd like to hop on my Patreon and listen to that, so you can kind of know when you're having somebody messing with your energy and trying to get into you psychologically. And I want everybody to have an understanding that prayer, when you pray for people, you know, it's something that you really should not be doing unless somebody is like saying, hey, can you pray for me? You know, I'm sick or I'm not feeling well. Like, be very careful praying for people just to try to get control over them or try to get them to see the world through your lens, okay? That is actually a very karmic habit to do. It's trying to control other people. So I discussed on Patreon what it felt like the last few days when I felt people praying for me and the experiences that brought to me and how I felt. Okay, so then if you want to watch that, it's on my $9 tier on Patreon. If you want to watch that video, so you can have an idea of what it feels like when this is going on and what to do about it, okay? Because right now, on a collective scale, if you're rising up out of the dust and getting out of your old self right now, there's setups happening to try to get you to bow, to see if you can bow, okay? And it's really kind of sneaky stuff, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna quit, you know, going on about that. So feel free to hop on Patreon. I have like a 35-minute video that goes more in depth on the topic. You know, just be your true authentic self, you guys. Belief systems are really tough. It's really tough. And sometimes you got to step back and observe a belief system from the outside in, you know, and truly evaluate both sides of the coin with whatever belief system you are holding on to, you know, and analyze, is this belief system really helping me, or is it starting to control me? Okay, is it starting to run me? You know, is it making me question my identity? Okay, and this is where people are getting confused right now. I just feel like people are really lost, you know, and that's why I encourage a clearing with me. It'll help you go through a reset and find your true identity, okay? So I'm going to go with the masculine reading right now, see what happened with this shift. With the moon, yes, they experienced an ego death is what I'm hearing, okay? And I feel like that the masculine collective in this could probably resonate for some of you watching, because the feminine, I feel, experienced a very, very similar shift. It's just a really strange energy today. That a sharp ending occurred, an ego death occurred, okay? And it's like some people are still trying to hold on to belief systems no longer serving, hold on to them very, very tightly, which I do see with the masculine collective as well, okay? And I do feel that this is causing a kind of toxic reaction, okay? It's causing people to hurry out. Like, I want to find something to grab onto. Oh my God, like the life that I thought I was living just is falling apart on me and that sort of thing, right? So I feel like that, there's an ego death here, and some people, especially the masculine collective, pick up on today, are trying so hard to hold on to this ego. Okay, and belief systems, you guys, that's part of your ego, and belief systems are okay, but they should align with your core. They should align with your core, okay? And your true identity on the core should be the same on the outside for the most part. Of course, you're going to have those moments where you have to put on the happy face in moments that you're not really in the moment feeling it, you got your work face you put on, right? But you should be able to unplug and go home and be your true authentic self at the same time, okay? So the goal with this reset, you guys, is to strip off these false identities, strip away these false belief systems that have been defining us and taking us out of our natural state, yeah? And that's kind of going on in the masculine. I do feel an ego death did occur with this moon, and I feel they're very exhausted because I feel heaviness as I'm seeing this. They feel a heaviness, okay? But they're still like holding on, like, nah, that's all right. They're really reflecting is what I'm hearing. There's a sense of reflecting, and when this is happening, you guys, when these ego deaths are happening and people are totally falling apart, I feel like the rising of the true light's really going to start happening as well with this, okay? Who's really being true? Who's the real preacher of truth and that sort of thing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people have experienced such horrifying warfare, lately in this last year especially, that it makes them even question themselves, even if they're confident in what they're doing. And, a belief system, you shouldn't have to go after other people because you don't agree with their belief system. If you're confident in your own belief system, it should not matter if they do not agree with your belief system. It should not matter. Okay, so I feel like that, if a belief system is feeling not aligned and somebody's feeling you need to be defensive about that belief system or to shove it down somebody else's throat, that sort of thing, this is screaming insecurity, okay? It's screaming insecurity. And I feel like the masculines are feeling a bit insecure about their belief systems and, the programming, so to speak, that they thought was the right way in life. Does that make sense? Because I'm really getting that today. Wow, they're trying to control their environment, guys. So, some of these masculines are holding on for dear life. They're holding on for dear life, okay? They really are. And feminine, some of you watching, you might not be in contact with the masculine that you were really hoping was your dude. You're really hoping that. I do feel they're trying to hold on to, they're trying to manifest you back, and they do not want to let you go. Okay, but I do feel that on a collective scale here with the masculines I'm getting, I do feel that they're holding on to their childhood stuff, heavily holding on. And the reason why belief systems, people hold on to belief systems, you guys, and that's a really big topic right now. I feel like this is on a huge scale, is that people are questioning things. They're questioning, okay? And that's a lot, and this is normal. I do feel like the masculines are kind of going, is everything I believe since childhood real? But I'm still going to try to hold on to it because it gives me a sense of identity and control in myself. But they're kind of losing it at the same time and feeling lonely and that sort of thing. Excuse me, guys, I have some allergies, so if I sniffle a bit, that's what's going on with me, okay? This moon kind of brought on some allergies and things like that. That's what I'm seeing. And what I'm picking up on, you guys, is the masculine feel like their life's falling apart, and I feel like this is happening to a lot of people right now. They kind of want somebody to blame. Okay, they kind of want to blame somebody, oh, it's so-and-so's fault, it's the feminine's fault, she planted seeds with me, she came in and she told me truth and it made my life just crumble. Okay, so there's a sense of that going on as well. I do feel like some of you are going to get contact, and they're going to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I shouldn't have done that sort of thing as well. Okay. Yeah, there's been runny noses. It's been a little weird. I don't know if it's allergies or something like that. But I do feel like the masculine I'm picking up on, they're trying to fight off the urges to, go on their divine path right now and walk along their divine path and let go. Some of these belief systems, it's been many generations. It's been the only thing, it gives them identity, but it's been the only thing they hold on to that gives them the acceptance probably with who they're around, what they're around, that sort of thing. It makes them feel accepted. It makes them feel like they have a sense of belonging in whatever groups they hang out with and that sort of thing. And I feel like they're fighting off, they're trying to fight off everybody coming in and kind of, you know, razzing on them about everything, but I do feel that they're going to eventually move forward. So they're in this stuck place right now, you guys, but they're going to be drawn to the true light eventually is what I'm getting here. So the masculines are trying to hold on to some sort of false light or some sort of like, you know, expectations, programming, however you want to say it, of the life they're living, you know, where they felt this acceptance. They're not feeling accepted and validated anymore. They're really not. They're feeling quite lost, you know. They're hanging out alone, you know, and they're realizing that a lot of the feminine actually accepted them for who they are, you know, is what I'm seeing. Whereas who they're with isn't. And they're going to be like thinking on, you know, who had love for them. And, you know, they want to offer the feminine something for a lot of you is what I'm seeing. But the ego is still really heavy here, okay? So despite the new moon in Scorpio, along with the eclipse and everything like that, bringing in this huge ego death, you know, and them thinking on this and feeling this at the same time, the ego is still really heavy. Okay, so they're still trying to fight that, which I feel is completely wearing them down. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a base chakra blockage going on for the masculines as well. Okay, just some really heavy stuff, you guys, really heavy stuff going on with them, okay? And some of you have boundaries now. Like, you went through so much with these masculines. You're like, you know, you need to show me some respect. You know, you need to give me that respect or I'm going to have nothing to do with you. You know, I'm kind of hearing this as well. Some of these masculines, they may come in and ask for your advice or for your help, you guys, okay? Because they feel like that you have the answers, okay? They do want romance with you. Like, you know, they may come in and they may try to get your attention or get some sort of, you know, engagement with you going here, because they're going to realize that their environment is no longer like giving them that equal energetic exchange to keep them going. They just feel kind of drained. It's almost like they feel dead in their environment. There's just no equal energetic exchange, okay? And they realize they need your help to keep going and your support to keep going. So for a lot of you, you're going to get some contact after this moon, you know, from this masculine. But the thing is, you guys, they're still not, you know, holding their own light right now. They're still not able to hold themselves up. They're relying on some form of codependency and that sort of thing, you know, and they're realizing you're that soul connection that helps them generate or regenerate their energy is what I'm getting as well. They do feel the soulmate connection with you, but they know they need to hold, you know, they need to hold more respect for you and have you in a more high regard, rather than you're just there because they took advantage of your niceness and kindness and your unconditional love and always being giving and always being there. You know, that's what I'm hearing. And they have to show more respect to you. They just kept running to people that have these egos and they thought they were cool and they fit in and it was just easy for them, that sort of thing. You know, but a lot of you are choosing yourself first. And I feel like the masculines have to learn to choose themselves first as well before they can come in and even give you a proper offer. Does that make sense? Okay, that's what I'm seeing. You know, there needs to be a sense of more respect here and self-love. So I feel like the masculines, you know, they're having trust issues with people around them. I feel like a lot of you are having trust issues as well. You viewers are watching. You're worried about hidden agendas. And you're kind of worried about the masculine's hidden agenda because he was that way with you. You know, but he just thought you'd always be there no matter what. He could do what he wanted. You know, and you guys kind of enabled him. You spoiled him and that sort of thing. Hi, Melinda. How are you? So there's like a hidden agenda there. And a lot of you are going to be like, oh, he's having a hidden agenda on me, you know. And a lot of you are trying to just remain in your confidence. You're trying to remain confident about yourself and not allow these hidden agendas to come in. But the masculines are dealing with hidden agendas all around them, you guys. And, you know, the feminine here watching, I feel like they realize that they can trust you, like, no matter what. You're like the keeper of the light, the one of the wisdom, that sort of thing, you know, and you're always the more mature one in the situation, okay? But they just know that they've been kind of having a hidden agenda on some of the feminine, though, is what I'm hearing, okay? I have to say it because I'm seeing it. Some of the masculines were going in on hidden agenda on you, you know, being manipulated to target the real light. And that's some of you here, yeah, that's what I'm seeing, okay? And, you know, a lot of you are going to be so cautious. If he contacts you, if he comes in with some sort of offer, you're going to be like, well, you know, you were going in on, you know, warfare against me. You were going in on this darkness. You know, you were being manipulated and that sort of thing. And the masculines have been taking manipulation. They have been taking the beta manipulation, okay? And they have not been putting themselves first. They've been hiding behind this artificial ego. So they got to make improvements when it comes to relationships, you know, and come in with an offer that's authentic. Like they have to have a new lifestyle. Because I feel like a lot of you, you shouldn't, you know, you probably shouldn't take them as they are. I mean, they got some work to do here, ladies. I mean, that's very clear to me. The collective I pick up on right now, they have some work to do. You know, they have to have a complete new lifestyle, completely new attitude. They have to learn how to be respectful to women. You know, they have to work through these old patterns with disrespect towards women, or, you know, at least women that are actually being the authentic deal. Okay, they go search out the ones that are easy, the ones that, you know, just show them what they want to see. Just show them what they think they're supposed to see in a relationship. Does that make sense? Because there's this ideology around what you think you're supposed to see in a relationship. You know, I thought this was everything I had in a relationship, and it's just not really free flowing. Does that make sense? Okay. So there's relationships improvements coming for the masculine. That's definitely the case there. Okay. And they're like tired, you guys. They're super tired. I'm getting this exhausted feeling. I keep feeling like something's missing without you around. Yeah, they feel that. They feel that, you know, it's like they can't regenerate their energy. They just can't regenerate it. Like, I can't fuel up my energy. That's why I keep hearing, like, I'm so tired. I'm so worn out. Like, there's nothing to regenerate. Okay, like, you know, where's my source? Where's my light source here? I don't want to be with anybody else. So, yes, they want to be with you, nobody else. Just wait, please don't give up on me. I am blind. I'm not blind. I do see the signs. So I hope that resonates for you guys. That should resonate right there. You guys have any questions before I hop off here? Because then I'm going to hop on Instagram, maybe do a reading on there. So you guys can go ahead and book a reading on my website. Hop on there. I'm thinking on Sunday night I will do $30 live readings again. How does that sound, you guys? Do you guys like that again? So like, subscribe, and share, you guys. Well, I'm trying to be more active, just kind of get my energy out there a little bit. I've been quiet. Like I said, I've been quiet for a long time. I just kind of withdrew for a while because the targeting got so horrific on the internet. It was really, really tough, but things are changing right now. How you deal, like the heaviness of this energy, you got to find your happiness in the darkness, you guys. That's what I just heard when I heard that, like, you're going through a massive reset. Okay, you're going through a huge reset. Everybody's going through some form of reset. You know, and some people, like, they refuse to let go of their ego 100%. So there's a reset happening to make, you know, forceful reflection. Well, thank you, Shelly. I don't get much interaction, you know, but I keep trying. I never did fully give up. I mean, I kind of withdrew for a while because I got sick of the targeting and just decided that it wasn't worth pushing anymore. So for about a whole year, I just did some readings, and, you know, I probably should have tried harder. I get that, but with the shadow banning and my content not getting out there, it was very frustrating. It was very frustrating, and some people got booted off subscribers. You know, some people got, you know, they didn't even see my content anymore. Like, it didn't even show up anymore. And, you know, the targeting was so intense. The warfare is so intense. So I'd appreciate if you guys would support me any way possible. I mean, they do try to wipe us out, you guys. They do everything they can to wipe us out. I do have Patreon that helps support my content as well, if you can hop on there and join. I have Instagram as well and that sort of thing. And I do have more price savvy options for readings on my website. Okay. I'm a channeler, you guys. That's why I'm a channeler. I can, you know, channel the current energy that's coming in. And that's why I creep people out. And a lot of times when I read something, it shows to be true very quickly. The path shows, or what I read shows very quickly, and that actually is very frightening to people. So a lot of people, like, you know, they disappear for a while. Some of them disappear and then they come back. So some of my collectives coming back. Some of them left for a while and they're coming back, so that's good. we'll see what happens, you guys. I noticed that a lot of the spiritual community is really shifting and falling and changing. Is that my understanding? I don't really pay attention, but I got some messages that there's people that like disappearing all of a sudden, things like that. Yeah, they attack. No, crystals don't even do anything for me. There's no point. Sheila, yeah, there's no point. I've tried crystals, everything. Like, those things don't work for me anymore. So just finding the real light, you guys, that's it. And just being confident in yourself. That's the best way to repel off the warfare, okay? I mean, you can wear jewelry all you want. You can put crystals, you know, right in your underwear. It doesn't matter, you guys. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, okay? It's the embodiment of the confidence is what really helps, okay? That embodiment, and don't give up. And don't give up, okay? You know, I can put a bundle of sage right up my ass, you know, and it's still gonna bring in stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I usually light some incense. I do believe in, you know, some of that as well. But yeah, crystals, like, it didn't do anything. It really didn't. I'm just gonna be honest. And I don't know if my energy just kind of exceeds the ability that crystals had. I don't know. But some people swear it works. It didn't really help for me. Okay. You know, I could have a bonfire of sage outside. I mean, some things can only go so far. Okay. All right. So you guys, I'm gonna hop off here then. Like I said, if you want to book with me, my schedule's getting quite clean right now, so you can hop on there and book. You know, those of us that are remaining in this community, we need your support, so please do that. There's a lot of targeting going on. Yes, my clearings are the real deal. I swear to that. But people are scared to get them. I think they're scared to get into the embodiment. You know, they're scared. People are fearful right now of the embodiment of truth. Okay, they are so fearful of the embodiment of truth. That's really what I feel. You know, and back in 2020, maybe I got on here and I said too much. I did too much truth speaking. I don't know. I might have made a mistake with that. Maybe that was a mistake and I should have said absolutely nothing. I don't know, but I did it. And I stood true to it, you know, and I kind of quit doing that. But I think now that I've been kind of quiet now for over a year, that people are starting to really reflect on the information I gave out then too, and they're starting to realize that I was right. It was always right. You know, I've been preaching on here since 2019 about this shift coming upon. And I can't force people to see truth. I can't. So, oh, well, thank you. I've got some loyal followers. Because I've been doing this work online since 2016, I believe. And I started on Facebook. Yeah, everything I said back then. I don't remember all I said back then. I called things out in 2019. I did a video, I remember it. I had a bunch of visions, and I said it all in 2019. And I got so much hatred for it and told that I need to get my mental health checked, which is the usual response when somebody's triggered. And it all happened. And that video I can't find now. I can't find it. I think it got taken down, but there are some people that do remember me doing that. Well, you guys, join my Patreon if you'd like more content. That YouTube channel, I think I opened up in 2018. They wouldn't monetize me though, so I opened up a new channel because I swore too much, so they wouldn't monetize me. So I opened up a new channel and talked like a good girl on here for a while, got monetized, okay? That's what I did. All right, you guys, I'm gonna hop on here. I'm gonna get on Instagram and do a live now, okay? Have a good one, bye-bye.